Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and a brand new video on Marvel Contest of Champions. This is the time of the month that I do my roster reveal. Each month I do this where I kind of like talk about my roster, my future plans with regards to what I'm doing on the game Marvel Contest of Champions, new additions to the roster, and kind of general improvements. So without further ado, let's jump into the minutiae of this video. So let's start off with 2 stars. Now 2 stars nowadays is just like nothing for people, especially the kind of advance up through the levels, and the general usage is just at a very early stage in the game, and there's nothing really to write home about. With regards to like rarities, there are a few rarities with regards to 2 stars that I have. Also, big shout out to Jeffrey and a few other people that do send me the Marvel Insider stuff each month. I will try and earn my kind of keep with regards to this, but obviously thank you very much for this whenever you send this through. It is really helpful for my roster as well as me and myself, so thank you very much for that. Also, I still use 3 stars. I didn't think I'd say that, but with regards to arena grinding, I'm finding that I'm grinding out and have grinded out arena for the last couple of months. December and January, I'm still feeling very hot with regards to getting in arena and grinding. Very strange with regards to like 3 years, I'm still finding excitement with arena grinding. Granted, I do switch to suicides more times to kind of like make that grind a little bit quicker, and 3 stars are still utilized in order to kind of get those milestones, because milestones mean prizes. They don't really, but they do help out. Jumping on to 4 stars, there's been some new additions. Now, I will be kind of covering some rank ups that I've done, as well as kind of like into small little tips with regards to like champions and reasons why I've done them. So in particular, you can see, and I have actually been hiding him for a while, and that's my 4-star Blade. Yeah, I've got a 5-star version. We'll come on to that in a minute, but a 4-star version of Blade. This guy I kind of like awakened at the same time, like the awakening gem had to go on him, and signature level is currently at 23, so obviously I'm hoping to kind of increase that in time, but at the moment still level 23 with regards to signature ability. He's actually pretty darn good. The other major addition which I actually use in my questing nowadays is Archangel. This guy is amazing. I thought that he was good, but I didn't know at the point of having him how good he really is. And this guy kind of propels me a lot through the uncollected quest, which I honestly didn't think that it'd be that good. I said to myself when I did the arena and pulled that 12 million in order to get him, that it was a case of going, oh right, okay, yeah, I've got him now. He's good, but I didn't realize how good he was and how much of a great addition he has been to my roster. Whether I'm using him in the confines of doing videos like I'm doing Realm of Legends grinding for health potions within a couple minutes, and I'm always challenging myself to kind of grind out that within a very short space of time to then beat Winter Soldier, therefore with a class advantage, to then say that okay, I've got some health potions that are quite substantial. And I think I sat down for about, I don't know, 30 minutes and found that I had about 20 like health potions at level 3, and I was like, this is going to be great with regards to like saving up and stashing and using on difficult content, therefore kind of reducing my unit spend. The other mediocre based improvement is that King Groot. Now I really like using this guy with suicides, but he's the only other champion that I've ranked up at a 4-star level. I do believe still in a 4-star roster, but at the same time when it comes to next month, which will obviously, you'll kind of like come on for the ride for me because we've got Blade Crystals, we've got so many other things. Getting and building a 5-star roster is probably my priority in that month, because then March will all be about focus on completing Act 5 and then doing Labyrinth of Legends, at the same time any other difficult content that may come into the game. That being said, there are plans for certain champions within my roster. Loki, if I don't awaken him in the time frame, I will probably awaken him somehow or use him in some way based on the fact of his usefulness in the Act 5.4 kind of Ultron fight. That's really where I'm kind of aiming for with him. Medusa, if I awaken her, then I'll probably put her up further. Same thing for Yondu. Obviously, the same thing would be for Dormammu. And within there, not many others. I would plan to take up Punisher a bit further, but at the same time, my focus, as I said, and all the resources is going to go on my 5-star roster. So let's look at it. So at the point of recording this video, I have 72,000 5-star shards. A lot of these are being saved for that 22nd of February featured Blade Crystals. I still don't know whether or not I'm going to do the basic versions in order to get them, but I think the featured ones may be where I'm going, and not have so many chances, but at least enough to say that I gave it a shot. Otherwise, I think I'll refocus my attention for getting an awakening gem of some kind in the future. But I know it's incredibly wrong to hold all my hopes out on a champion that I probably won't even get. So the focus really has to be, secondly to that, is building my 5-star roster for March. and the plan obviously is in March to complete Act 5. I've always said that I would like to do Act 5, but I would like to make it as easy as possible for myself. Really understand my champions and which ones are going to be the ones that are going to deal most damage, and at the same time aren't going to cost me too much with regards to taking me through Act 5 in general. My unit spend I'd love to keep down, especially with uncollected, requiring like a few units in order to kind of propel yourself through it. And also, if there's any decent champions that come into arena, my units are largely being saved for that. So I'm really trying to think more about how I'm utilizing and spending my units logically based on my further and kind of like thrusting myself with the game, but at the same time trying to look after my bank balance, because that's one thing that I want to focus on this year, based on the fact I need a new computer and all that kind of piddly crap with regards to YouTube stuff and YouTube creating video. So the question is, what am I actually going to do with this 5-star roster? So as you know, I've got Blade, Dormammu, Captain Marvel. I've recently got Blade up to rank 4, which I think was a good choice. Now the next thing is when it comes to, oh, you've got an Ultron and you've got a Falcon there. Ultron, yeah, I got him in a 5-star crystal as well as I did Falcon. The reason being was my stash was becoming a bit too kind of close with regards to time limits, and I was like, I've got to spend this quickly on something. So I did 2 5-star crystals, got you Ultron, and I got Falcon. 50-50, Falcon, he's alright, I'm not going to use him too much, and obviously he's going to help out with regards to arena grind. And then when it comes to Ultron, yeah, I'm happy with Ultron. I use him a lot in Alliance Quest. He doesn't need to be awakened in order to be good for usage, so I'm pretty happy with those. Now I've got a good load of signature stones, which I've got 40 of 5-star kind of generic ones, and then I've got skill, I've got tech, I've got some for mutant and some for science. All of those in my roster currently. I have not found a willing participant I'd like to give those stones to. Also, in some cases, I haven't even awakened a champion, so I can't really apply them. However, my hopes still reign true, and kind of belief is still there that I can get, you know, some decent champions when I do my crystal openings at the latter part of February to kind of like deliver a better roster when it comes to grinding out a lot with regards to Act 5. I'm pretty happy and kind of sorted with Blade. Even though he's not awakened, we'll still do a significant amount of damage with regards to crits. I probably won't run a Suicide Mastery a lot of the time, but I will be testing some out with regards to, like, will I actually enjoy using it? Will I utilize it for more damage? What will be the lay of the land with that? And I'll have to kind of decide on comfortability, and also the issue of recoil kind of, you know, taking more health pots away from me. So I'll need to decide on that. Either way, my next focus is indeed to complete Act 5. Like I said, in the less amount of unit spend possible, but at the same time having champions that are able to kind of like hit like a freight train with regards to damage. As well as do Labyrinth for Legends at some point. I think it'd probably be like looking for 100% in April time. And that will then tie into like a few changes in the game and kind of like new stuff that may be coming in. Who knows? But either way, those are my plans. That has been my January roster. Come back to the channel next month to see how much of an increase as well as change with regards to my roster has actually been done. So currently my rating is 464k, and obviously we'll see how that is next month. I've been RichTheMan. If you enjoyed that video, hit the like button and subscribe for more Marvel Contest of Champions based content. And finally, what are your plans for your roster when it comes to February? Do you have an idea that you're going to be shooting for something, building up in arenas, and at the same time just general grinding? Put it in the comment section below and I'll give it a read. Thanks, and bye-bye for now.
Hello, I'm Sammy the Toys, Head of Marketing here at the RichTheMan channel. And if you enjoyed that video, then hit that subscribe button and give the boy a like. Now give me some bloody lettuce. Yeah, that's nice. That's like what I want to see. Right. Yum. So good. So tasty.